Happy Friday!
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Today we're going to do this song. It is a miracle that we even have the song. It's an amazing story. So we're going to be looking at Mark chapter 2, verse 13 through 17. Do you need me to hold the other book while you're...
I'm good.
Okay.
He went out again beside the sea, and all the crowd gathered about him, and he taught them. And as he passed on, he saw Levi, the son of Alphaeus, sitting at the tax office. And he said to him, "Follow me." And he rose and followed him. And as he sat at the table in his house, many tax collectors and sinners were sitting with Jesus and his disciples, for there were many who followed him. And the scribes of the Pharisees, when they saw he was eating with sinners and tax collectors, said to his disciples, "Why does he eat with tax collectors and sinners?" And when Jesus heard it, he said to them, "Those who are well have no need of a physician, but those who are sick. I came not to call the righteous, but sinners."
Came to call not the righteous, but sinners. So this is this song. Well, you want to do the whole thing because it really is a whole thing together.
It's a very short song. I think we can sing the whole thing and then tell the story.
Okay.
Okay. I wonder as I wander out under the sky, how Jesus the Savior did come for to die, for poor ornery people like you and like I. I wonder as I wander out under the sky. When Mary birthed Jesus, 'twas in a cow stall, with wise men and farmers and shepherds and all. But high from God's heaven a star's light did fall, and the promise of ages it then did recall. Jesus had wanted for any wee thing, a star in the sky or a bird on the wing, or all of God's angels in heaven to sing. He surely could have it, 'cause he was the king. That's a great song.
It's an even better story.
I know.
I love this story.
So this story starts with John Jacob Niles, who was born in Louisville, Kentucky on April 28th, 1892. And he heard black field workers singing the spirituals as a youth, and he was inspired by that. But he was a pilot during World War I, and collected songs from men all over the country that were brought together in the military, and asked everybody for a folk song. Came back, trained in music, had a career in music, but was still loved those folk songs. And so he went back to Kentucky and was, down in the Appalachia area, North Carolina, looking for songs, and he hears this little girl, and he's like, he's been in New York City. He knows what New York is like at Christmas, crowded streets, busy shopping, everybody's out celebrating, and they have everything that they could possibly want. And here he is in the hills of North Carolina, where it's the story talks about it being a pastoral scene, a few ragged looking kids, and the shop window has maybe a couple old toys in it, not anything fancy at all. And he hears this little girl singing on a park bench. And so he figures out where this little tiny voice is coming from. He goes over, he introduces himself, and he gets her to sing the song. And she says, well, she learned it from her mother, who learned it from her mother. And she, sang it again for him so he could write it down. And then she disappeared into the night, and he never saw that little girl again.
Uh-huh.
And because of that chance meeting,
we have
this song.
Yeah.
And he tried the rest of his life to trace it back. He had been tracing songs back to their roots. That was his career. And this one, he couldn't get it back any further than that kid.
Isn't that great? I love that he was just traveling, trying to collect stories and song. And he's there, and I can just picture it. If you've never been to Appalachia, I mean, there's poverty upon poverty, and it's just, it's heartbreaking and depressing, and I'm just picturing some of those broken down towns with, and this would have been in what was he doing this in the 30s, right?
This would have been in 1925 he started his career, so it would have been 30s and 40s era.
Yeah. And so, he was this recording artist from New York City, and he goes back to connect with his roots, and he finds this little girl. And I don't know anything that he did. I mean, if you ask me, what did John Jacob Niles sing? I wouldn't be able to tell you anything. But if you sang, I wonder as I wander out under. I mean,
well, he was by 1940. Sorry, if you hear funny noise, my dog is talking in his sleep on the other end of the couch. By 1940, he was a recording artist on the RCA label. He was recognized as one of the nation's top opera singers. His two most successful original works were Black is the Color of My True Love's Hair and Jesus, Rest Your Head. So he was a very famous singer in New York, but he loved that folk music. And I mean, I can just imagine a mom, rocking her baby to sleep and making this song up.
Yeah. And just thinking and hearing those old country preachers, you're all sinners in the hands of an angry God. You can hear and just from that, I wonder as I want, out working in the field. Under this, I mean, Jesus, the Savior, did come for to die.
Right.
For poor, ornery people like you and like I. There, I'm looking at you.
Are you ornery?
I'm not naming names.
But he searched for the answer to the mystery of who wrote this song until he died in 1980. But he could never get it back farther than that girl in North Carolina, and he could never find that girl again, even. So, very cool song.
I wonder as I wonder out under the sky, how Jesus the Savior did come for to die, for poor ornery people like you and like I. I wonder as I wander out under the sky. I pray as you're wandering around today that you know that Jesus did come for to die for you, to save sinners like you and like me. God bless you. And I look forward to seeing you on Sunday.